unit testing, we will be saving all the unit test cases in one rule set. So that would be so that would, you will be creating one, means if you want to do unit test cases, or you want to create a rule for that, definitely you need to have a rule set. Okay, so for example, what are the rules you will be doing unit testing? Means whichever the rule which has run option in action button, that can be done unit testing. So for example, if I go to App Explorer, data model, data transform, add my details, you'll have one option called as test cases. Can you see here test cases? So whichever option or whichever the rule you have test cases here, yes, you have to create a test case for it. This is one thing. And whichever it is having run here, those are all those can be done unit testing. What is unit testing means? Say developers, whatever they want to, they create it, they want to check whatever the developer is doing unit testing, those details should be saved. So what we do is we go for test cases. So to create a test cases, you have to go to the rule, click on the test case tab, click on add new. So when you click on add new, run this, close this, and there is an option called as convert to test. Click on this convert to test. Okay, so when you click on this convert to test, it will create a test case for us. Okay, for example, I want to save this. Can you see, whenever I was going to create, it is showing no rule set available. So that means, what does it mean? What does it mean? That means to create test cases, we need what? We need a rule set here. So let's create one rule. So test case create cheyali ante kashitanga manaku oka rule set undali. So we don't have rule set, so I'm not able to create this one. So how to create a rule set? So a rule set can be created from records, sysadmin. So let me create a rule set. Okay, what is my rule set? Rule set name is for testing department store application. Okay, so I'll go for testing department. I'll create like this. Okay, and next version, automatically it will come over here. And if you want to update this new version into your definition, at this place, if you want to update that particular rule set, automatically here on the application rule set, you will select this option. So whenever you select this, automatically it will get updated over here. Okay, so click on create and close. So it got created and close. Okay, it got created and close. Action, refresh. Can you see now that testing department was added automatically over here? Okay, so before that it was not there. So click open this. So now once you open this, so this is how your rule set is available now. So in this rule set, if you go to category, can you see here test automation settings? There is an option called as use this rule set to store test cases. So you are creating a separate rule set to create all the test cases into this rule set. So you have to select this option, select, save. Okay, so now what we do is, I don't want this to be on the top, let it be down somewhere else. Okay, save. Just so that whenever I create, it will not create under testing department. Okay, so that's why I'm changing. So save this. So now you got one rule set. So now how do you create a test case now? Click on add new. So once you'll close this and click on convert to test. So automatically it will convert to test now. So you want to store this now. So how to store? I said right, click on save. And see now it is coming test department now, because you have created a rule set which is only used to store the test cases. So మనకు వచ్చేసింది ఇక్కడ. సో లేబుల్ చేయండి. దీనికి ఎందుకు, దీనికి ఇది add details test case it is. Save. So it didn't save, but I'll tell you why it is not save. But this is how you will add this is how you create your test case into one rule set. So for that, what you have to do is you have to create one rule set. In that rule set, go to category list. In the category list, you'll have an option called as what is that option? store yeah, what is that option? Use this rule set to store test cases. This is what you do. Yes, very good. Then what does this test case will have? So test case will have this definition tab. Under definitions tab you have expected results. What is that? Means what are you expecting from this? I said you, right, you whatever the data you want to test, the data will be stored here. So what are you expecting here? So I am expecting set whether this particular property should be same as another property, or some list of property should be same as some listed property, or we are expecting about the runtime, so that runtime should be within 0.163 seconds, or if you are talking about any result, so you are talking about that result count of that particular object, how much it can be, or you are expecting any page, whether this is existing or not. If you are doing all these things, yes, you can add those properties over there. So I am talking about here customer family details, customer details. So let me check this customer details. Okay, now it is saved. So what I'm checking, whether customer details is saved, is existing or not, I'm checking. So I'm running. So test details, test failed. So what it is saying, why it is failed? Yeah. So customer details page I'm checking, expected comparator is exist. Actually that page does not exist, it is saying. So why it is not existing? Okay. Let's check what is customer details actually. What is customer details? I think it would be page list. Okay, it is page list. I am searching for what? I am searching for a page. That's why it is throwing me error. Let me check. I remove dot. Yeah, test field again. So it is not a page. So, okay, now you can run this test passed. So why test passed? Because both are available now. Okay, so what was the error is I didn't took the page name as run record primary page. That's why it was showing me error. Okay, so we are checking whether these two are existing or not. Okay, so yes, it is existing. So once it is existing, we are throwing it an error. We are creating the testing whether test is passed or not. Okay, test is failed. Why it is failed? Because family details does not exist. We said expected value is property, actual value is that particular value is existing. Okay, so you can say customer details does not exist. Save, action, run. This also failed. Yes, does not exist. Property exists because by completing your data transform, customer details is getting existed, means it is already there. So as it is already there, so it is throwing you error that time. So now you make this as exists, save this, action, run. Yes, test is passed. Okay, you can even add another expected result also. So what is that expected result? Let's write expected runtime. So I'm making fail this one when the test case fails, validation fails. So action run. So test pass. See, within 0 time only it got executed. Action run. Okay, so that is easy for us. When within this time only it is getting saved. So it is running. Sorry, it is running. So then our application gives you proper test case passed. So you'll check in. And whenever you don't write test cases, your guardrail warning decreases. So to avoid your guardrail warnings to be decreased, what you do is you just create the test case. And so for example, we want to create another test case. So I'll go to purchase order, decision, declare expression. Let's see any declare expression test case we can add. Yes, we can add test cases also. So it's a decision tree, sorry. Test case, add new. Can you see convert to test? Yeah, convert to test. Even a decision tree can also be converted. So what are you looking for? So if it is having payment type, reason and this one is same, then only you can go for these values. So what is payment type? Payment type is credit. Reason reason insufficient balance, return 200. Okay, save. This is for sample TC. Sample. Okay, submit. Yeah, you can run, or it's okay if you don't run also. Run. So test is passed. Why test is passed? According to our sample also, what is that? If payment type is credit and it is insufficient balance, yes, you are returning to 200. So that is what we are doing. We are saving those records. Why are you doing this? Means you can provide these test cases to your testers. So instead of they again doing it, they will see all these test cases and check whether it is passing or not. If it is passed, no bug. If it is failed, then they will raise a bug saying that this test case is not working or it's having some issues. Okay, you created only one payment, it is only showing one record here. Can you see one record only? Because not because, actually what I want to say is it is showing only one record over here, but your sample can have multiple conditions. So then how do you do that? Means you can just click on checkout, and see here there is a multiple input combination. So click on multiple input combination so that you can add another input or another combination also. So in that way, in only one test case, all the combinations can be given for the decision tree. Okay, save. Okay, test failed. Why test failed? Because you are expecting a payment as debit type. Reason you are saying, but expected result is 500, but there is no actual result at all. There is no such type of what is it? Such type of condition only here. So that's why it is throwing you an error. Right? Got it? So yes, it is got failed. So now what you can do? You can just remove this, save it, and click on run. Yes, test is passed. So basically, this is what you do. Okay. Right. So credit card insufficient balance and yeah, 200. So this is how you create test cases. So whenever you are creating test cases, so let me check in this. Whenever you create these test cases, the guardrail warning comes to higher. I mean, it increases your guardrail warning. So go to configure, case application, quality, guardrail warnings, complaint score. So if you see here, okay, so 88 out of 100 is a guardrail warning, and come back to the rules with warning are 69. Open this. All warnings would be on the test case only. If you open this declare expression, open this, yeah, it opens here. Can you see this record as our warning? Click on view. What is that? Can you see? To create a test case. So whenever you see this one here, test case, you have to create a test case and leave it so that these warnings will go off. So once the warnings are removed, then this particular guardrail score will be greater than 95. So only if your application's guardrail score is 95, then you are ready to ready to go for market, ready to go to market. Okay, if not, then definitely you have to check your application again and again so that you will remove this guardrail warning. So guardrail warnings tells you that you are following the Pega best practices. So Pega is giving you this.